Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel and Happy New Year. If you are new here, my name is Jacqueline. I am currently a school social worker and I make videos on this channel all about making life easy, simpler, more organized, some social work content, things like that. So if you want to continue watching this video, it is all about how I keep my life organized. So I thought this is going to be the perfect video to start off the year in 2022 and show you all about how I organize my life in all different aspects. I will start with a category of like overall things that I do just to have to make my life more organized, and more of like a day-to-day type of thing. So let's just get right into it. So the first thing that I want to show you is something I have a whole entire video on, so feel free to check that out. I will link it down below in the description box if you would like to. But it is my basically like important documents binder. I guess that's kind of what I call it. It's really just all my important documents. So it has things like my passport and banking information, medical, taxes, work-related, and things from when I was in college, like my transcripts. I highly suggest making your own important documents binder or folder, or one of those like accordion folder things. I'll put a picture up because I'm not exactly sure what they're called right now. But using anything like that just to store everything that you know you'll need probably in the future, or just to have on hand, especially like medical related things, say. So we'll go through each tab really quick. So my personal stuff has my passport and things of that nature, and then medical things has my health insurance information. Also, you can make your own tabs, of course, that cater to your life, especially if you have kids and a family. Doing that could be really helpful as well. My taxes one is pretty important because I saved the past 3 years of taxes. I believe that's what you're supposed to do. So yes, I have all past 3 years of taxes in that folder. So something like this keeps me super organized. I know where things are. I don't have to worry and stress about if I need any of these things, and everything has a home, which is one of the things I love, and probably a really good tip in general, just everything to have a home. The next thing that keeps me super organized in the professional related category is my social work guide. So I believe I did a video on this. This is basically where I've just kept all of my notes from school that I've wanted to keep that have helped me, any resources I found along the way, and I have also tabbed this to categorize and organize it as well. So I highly suggest, especially social work students, to do this, and I think it's really helped me along the way, especially when I needed a specific intervention for something. I have it right here. I do keep this at home, but you can keep it at your job, of course, as well. Some of these tabs are like clinical coping strategies, groups and macro, treatment plans and assessments, all of course alphabetized. So yeah, this took not that long to do. It's really just a binder I got at Staples. I originally was using that purple one right there that I used for my important documents related things, but it ended up I needed more space. So I got this, I think it's like a 2 or 3 inch or something like that binder, and I had these little plastic sheet protectors, and then you can get the divided tabs, you know, Walmart, things like that. So it was pretty easy to put together, and especially if you're doing this along the way and starting out in your social work journey, or just graduated, or have just a bunch of papers that like you have and you want to keep, but they're kind of all over the place, or they're stuffed in different places and it's hard to go through them. I find that you're more likely to go and reach for an intervention if you know where it is and it's an easy thing to do. So I feel like so much of these things that I'm talking about today is making your life easier, and you're actually going to use the things that you save and put together if they are in a place that's easy to grab. The next thing that I wanted to talk about involves my Kate Spade planner. Just in keeping organized, if you are a planner type person, I really like these like zip around refillable ones. You just buy the refill pages with every new year instead of throwing away like a whole big planner. It's more of just like recycling some pages that you already used and refilling with more. For my yearly to-dos, basically I take like a piece of paper, a post-it note, whatever it is, and just list out all of my things that I know I have to do throughout the year. So I've already did this because it's the start of 2022. I did this towards the end of 2021. And I already had my yearly annual physical like doctor appointment already planned. Every doctor appointment I go to every year, I book the next one out, and I can always of course change the date if I need it changed. But so because I was doing it for this year, I basically have 2 doctor's appointments in January of this year. So I put January at the top and then put like the exact date of doctor appointment 1 at 8 a.m., the exact date of doctor appointment 2 at 3:00 p.m. And then it goes February. Every month of the year, I list what I need. My ring, I get like a warranty check every 6 months at the jewelry store. And so February and August are those dates, are those months. So in February and August, I automatically put ring check. You know, so this can go for doctor's appointments, this can go for work related events, my car renewal sticker, like the registration and the sticker, everything like that. If you want to put in like oil changes, changing out like smoke alarm batteries, like it could be like literally anything that you need to do this year that you are already knowing the date or you need to book and you know you need to do. I also put like taxes, like when tax time comes around here in America, flu shot, and also like paying the Amazon annual fee. So subscriptions are another thing that sometimes it's easy to forget about if it's like a yearly fee. Put that down on your yearly to-dos. So make a whole entire list, go month by month, put down your yearly to-dos, and then you can go into your planner and fill those all in. You know, you have that list, that running list of things that you know. It's going to take a few minutes to sit down and do, but I think it's 100% worth it to have your year planned out and you know, so you don't miss any appointments and things like that. So day to day, I use my phone for all my daily to-dos. I call it week ahead, and I list out the days for all the weeks, for the week I should say, and just whatever appointments I have. So I'll check my Google Calendar, which is another organization method that I use. But basically I have all my work days, pay days, appointments, anything that you would put on a regular calendar, I have in my Google Calendar. I use my planner more as like I used to use it more for a day-to-day, month-to-month basis, especially while I was in school. That was super, super helpful. Nowadays, I usually plan through my Google Calendar and use my Kate Spade planner for things like my budget, writing things down, keeping things organized. And that method has really worked for me. I think a lot of things with the organization and keeping your life together, I guess, has to do with like trial and error and doing what's best for you. So I like to do these videos because I get a whole lot of inspiration from other people on YouTube when I watch these types of YouTube videos, and just by going about my everyday life, like I just adjust to what works for me. If I feel like something's not working, I'll change it up, because the best way to do that is to go about doing it and see what works. So speaking of my notes app, I also have long-term to-dos. So this is a whole nother note and or folder in my notes app, and that's more long-term to-dos. So I want to do some research on getting a new car, and I want to like kind of see what car is going to be best for me, and I want to do a lot of research on that. I use the long-term to-dos for things that I can do at any point in time or don't need to be done right away, especially throughout the whole week. I think it can be really overwhelming, at least for me, to have all that in one note area. I like to choose having my long-term to-dos and things that I don't have to do right away in a separate folder, or a separate note. So in the notes app, you can have different sections. So the last thing I want to talk about in keeping my life organized is budgeting and financial self-care. And if you haven't heard the term before, financial self-care, I forget who I first heard it from, but I think it is such an amazing term. I'm a big self-care person, and financial self-care is really like taking a look at your budget and your numbers and things that are going on financially in your life and making sure that it's not stressful for you, you're getting all your bills paid, all your things done that need to be done, but also making sure there's room for having fun and treating yourself. I use my Kate Spade planner again for more monthly overview planning. That includes budgeting things, of course. Yeah, but for paycheck, I get paid every other week in my job, and for that I have been starting to use the Numbers. If you have like an Apple product or a MacBook, you know that there is an app called Numbers, right along with like Pages and Keynote, things like that. So I've been using Numbers to kind of make a spreadsheet for myself and organize budgeting that way. So yeah, everyone, that's about it. That's all I can think of for how I organize everything in my life. I mean, in a general perspective, I like to keep my space organized as well. Of course, nothing is perfect and it doesn't always stay that way, but I like to declutter every few months and go through everything. I find it very therapeutic. A less cluttered space for me is a less cluttered mind. So yeah, I really hope that helped. And if you have any questions, leave them below. But yeah, if you want me to go more in depth about anything that I have not before, please feel free to comment below. And thank you so much for joining me on my first video of 2022. Please subscribe if you would like to, and I will see you in my next video.